Wildcats.
Determination, got it from my dad.
Got resilience from my mom.
I'd say cotton growing is in our genes.
There's an art to growing Texas cotton, and FiberMax Cottonseed brings the science with advanced genetics for premium fiber quality and high yield potential.
Most profitable crop I've had.
Made my folks proud.
Your art, our science. FiberMax. Learn how FiberMax varieties averaged $159 an acre more than the competition at fibermax.com. Grow smart with BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to Littlefield Wildcats varsity football. The 2022 season is upon us, and tonight the Wildcats will host the Muleshoe Mules in the War on 84, the first game of the year. I'm Cody West here in the pregame show, and we're joined by head coach and athletic director Jimmy Thomas. Coach, we appreciate you taking time to visit with us.
Thank you, Cody. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Well, the Wildcats come in tonight, second year under you as head coach and athletic director. I think we've got another young team coming back. Last year had a solid senior class. There just wasn't very many of them. This year I think we're going to be light on seniors as well. But one thing about that is you have a lot of underclassmen that are coming back with varsity game experience.
Yeah, we have a good, solid group of juniors that played last year as sophomores. There's a good group of those guys that are coming back, and then, we have some solid seniors. We have a couple kids that have started 2 or 3 years in a row on the senior class. You're right, there's not very many of them, and when you don't have a big senior class, you have a big sophomore class, and that's what we have. We have a lot of sophomores stepped up in huge roles for us.
Yes, sir. Well, tell us about the summer. Tell us about two-a-days, how summer workouts went. Of course, a couple of scrimmages in there. How'd you feel the overall vibe in the summer was?
It's good. It's year two, so things get a little easier. Throwing, catching fundamentals get a lot easier, and you can tell on that end that's gotten a lot better in the course of a year. But we're pleased with where we are. We scrimmaged Trinity Christian right out of the gate, and they played for a state title last year, and they kind of punched us in the mouth a little bit early, and that's what we needed. And the thing about that scrimmage is it was good for us, especially when you're starting a lot of sophomores. And so it was good for our sophomores to kind of get those butterflies out of their system, get punched in the mouth a little bit, and we ended the scrimmage really, really well, and that's what I was pleased about. And then our second scrimmage with Tulia was night and day. It's just night and day what we're doing. So I feel good about where we're at. There's not going to be any easy games. And so this one tonight is going to be pretty big.
Well, at every level of football, it always starts and ends up front. Offensive line, defensive line. And I know that, in that first scrimmage against Trinity, they were getting in our backfield quite a bit, and offensive line was having trouble giving the quarterbacks some protection. But in that second game against Tulia, or scrimmage rather, against Tulia, the offensive line gave them a lot more protection. But then on the flip side, on the defensive side, I know that your defense is based around getting pressure on the quarterback, and that's something we were really able to do successfully, at least from what I saw in the scrimmage against Tulia. Our guys were in the backfield all day.
Yeah, I thought we played tentative in the first scrimmage, and I don't know if that was first scrimmage jitters. I don't know what that was, but you could see the different level of speed that we played with in the second scrimmage when you watch that film. And we were really pleased with we didn't tackle exceptionally well, I didn't think, but we gang tackled real well, and so I thought that was important. So it starts up front, and defensively, we can play a smaller type kid up front, and that's, we play guys on defense that can move, and so it's a little different. There's not a bunch of real big guys on our defensive front, so we're definitely looking for those guys with moves. And then, our offensive line, we're decent size, not real big, not real small.
So over the course of the summer, of course, these kids have been working hard. They've gone through two-a-days in the heat, the military training that they went through, and then, of course, the grind of two-a-days and getting through the summer leading up to school. How do you feel overall about your team going into tonight's game? Are we healthy? Sometimes injuries happen during two-a-days. Are we healthy coming in? And do you feel like there's a bit of confidence with us?
Absolutely. From a health standpoint, knock on wood, not on this table right now, we're about as healthy as I've ever been coming out of a second scrimmage. And sometimes you just can't control all the variables when you get in a scrimmage, but from a practice standpoint, you can. And so we feel like we're really, really healthy. I think there is a level of confidence there. I think the kids feel good about themselves, and that's important. I don't care what year it is you always want those kids, early in the week, in a practice week, we want we want to put them under a lot of pressure on Monday and Tuesday and put them in some tough scenarios and worst case scenarios in Tuesday. And then Wednesday, you kind of want that to be a little different, to be more of a positive. We have a lot of success on Wednesday in practice, and you kind of carry that forward so they feel good about themselves on Friday night. So, the thing I like about where we're at year 2 is, the expectation is a little different. It's like we went in there and tracked their film study. That was something we struggled with last year, was getting our kids to watch film. And we looked at it yesterday, and most of our kids have watched close to 2 hours of film in 7 days. And so I feel good about a lot of things, where we're at mentally. And we really feel like one of the things we have to overcome is mental preparation for our success.
Yes, sir. Well, the Wildcats are going to get to strap it up against someone else tonight, and it's not just someone else, it's Muleshoe. So let's take a quick break, and we'll talk about the Mules coming up right after this. Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West, visiting with head coach Jimmy Thomas. Tonight, the Wildcats open up the season against the Muleshoe Mules. Of course, every 2 years, the UIL realigns and puts schools in groups based on enrollment, and Littlefield dropped to Division II in Class 3A, bumping us out of that district that we were in with Muleshoe. And, of course, I think you wanted to keep them on the schedule, and here they are, Week 1.
Yeah, I hate having a Super Bowl Week 1, and I'm used to that Canadian battle at Bushland in Week 1, and a lot of times, too many people put too much faith in one game, but this is going to be one of those type of games. And we just talking to Coach Richards over at Muleshoe, we're really good friends, and we just felt like we needed to play the game, and it was hard because there's no guarantee when you're looking at schedules, and so this is really the week we could make it work, and so we're going to have that battle, and so we look forward to it.
Yes, sir. Well, it'll have a little bit of a different feel, and over the years we've been in separate districts before, so it's not totally uncommon, but the ones that the classics that you remember usually have something on the line, playoff spots, district championships, but they're always, seems like more often than not, they're always good games. And last year's was no exception, and that one didn't go our way, and it was just a heartbreaker. And it seems like anytime Littlefield and Muleshoe play, it's a heartbreaker for one or the other. Like, it's just, it's just one of those things. And last year, it was them, and they went on to the playoffs and ended up losing to Jim Ned. So we know they have a good football team coming back. I know that they were young also last year. So what are we going to see from them tonight?
You're right. They have a lot of returning guys, especially in their skill positions. They have the Irvin Torres kid that was a good receiver last year back for them, number 1, and he's really fast and does a really good job. And they have a Cisnero kid, kind of a smaller type kid at receiver, also number 3. Both those guys can really fly. They're playing 2 quarterbacks. They're playing the sophomore kid and the senior kid, so they're playing both of those guys. And right now, the Curvin kid, I think the senior, is playing a little bit more than the sophomore. So we're probably going to see 2 quarterbacks also. And so, and they're, they've been in his system about 3 or 4 years now, and they're doing a good job throwing and catching the ball.
Yes, sir. What will we see from them defensively?
Defensively, they lost that linebacker for last year that went to Eastern New Mexico, and it was pretty good. Defensively, they're a 4-2, and they're pretty solid up front. I don't know if they're as big as they were last year up front, but they have a linebacker number 14, and he's really active, and he'll be pretty good for them. And their secondary, their safeties, both their safeties are really athletic.
Well, not only is it Muleshoe, but it's the first game of the year, and you guys are going to want to start, with a win. And last year we opened the season on a 3-game winning streak, and came out of the gates and won some games. And I know you want to try to do that and more this year. But what are we going to have to do to beat them tonight?
We're going to have to play good football. It's a good opener right away for us, and it's going to be a test for us. But we're going to have to prevent the big play. That's what they do well. If you look at both their scrimmages, they really haven't driven the ball down the field very much, but they've hit some people vertical for touchdowns, and that's what we're going to have to really do a good job. And we've really put an emphasis on that in the secondary for us this week.
Yes, sir. Well, hopefully we'll come away with a big win tonight and move on to next week. And, man, football's in the air. It's just so exciting every time you get around to this point in the year and in the season, and all the optimism that comes with the beginning of the football season. And we send you and each player and each assistant coach all the very best. And we'll see you again next week.
All right. Thanks, Cody. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Coach Jimmy Thomas here in the pregame show. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with more Wildcats football right after this.
Farm and ranch land transactions are more complicated than ever. If you're thinking of buying or selling land today, give Eric Turpin a call at 679-6206. That's 679-6206. Eric is a real estate broker that specializes in all kinds of agricultural real estate. Call Eric today and let him take care of the details for you. Eric Turpin at Cliff Land Brokers is ready to help you. Stop by at 213 East Marshall Howard Boulevard in Littlefield.
This is Shauna Wagley Hastings with Hillcrest Funeral Home in Littlefield. Sam Billingsley and I have been proudly serving Littlefield and the surrounding communities for over 14 years. We offer pre-need, cremation, traditional, and contemporary funeral service arrangements. We can help you custom design a creative service that honors the life of your loved one in a way that uniquely memorializes their life. In addition, we can transfer any pre-arranged services you already have with another funeral home. Hillcrest is hometown, people you know and trust. Sam and I are always here to help in your time of need. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Win all day by listening to Wildcats football on the Littlefield Sports Network and banking with First Federal Bank in Littlefield. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. Buying your next farm or implement? Considering an investment property to purchase? Who couldn't see their family in a new UTV taking a county road cruise at sunset? Or maybe a new ride for mama with that new car smell? Don't put it off. We would love to talk to you. Visit us online at firstfedlfd.com or in the Littlefield Shopping Plaza. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West, high atop Wildcat Stadium for the season opener here of the 2022 version of the Littlefield Wildcats. Joined, as always, by Keith Logan. Coach Logan, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm ready for some football, man. It's been a long summer.
It has been. Obviously we didn't make the playoffs last year, so, our dry spell of football as far as high school has been a little longer than some.
2016 was the last time the Littlefield Wildcats played in the postseason, and Coach Thomas and his group of cats this year are going to try to change that. We've got a lot of youth. Last year, the senior class that graduated wasn't a big class as far as numbers go, but every one of those players was a contributor, so a lot of holes to fill this year, and once again, another young team for the Wildcats.
Yeah, but a good thing about this is this will be the second year in the program, in the offense and the defense, so hopefully they're able to build upon that and get things turning in the right direction.
The Wildcats are going to be led by a sophomore quarterback in Chip Green. Chip was the JV quarterback last year, and, of course, the little brother to former Wildcat quarterback Blake Green and the son of former head coach Brent Green. And Chip is going to lead the way at quarterback, but he's got some playmakers around him. A senior running back, Mason Jones, who played in the slot last year. Now he's at running back. And some questions on the offensive line, but offensively, Coach Thomas told me, he said, Cody, I think we're going to be able to open up the playbook a little bit more this year because of what you just said. The kids are in their second year of the system.
Yeah, and obviously, Chip Green was able to come away on top of the QB1, but it was a neck-and-neck battle with Mason. Mason Jones was the senior that you mentioned that was going to play a little running back and mix in the offensive. Didn't really play a whole lot of quarterback last year, but, Chip was able to come up on top. But with that being said, it was a close race, and I'm very excited to see, like you said, you're going to have a lot of weapons. You're going to be a little more familiar. They do have an offense that is, they do want to get to the huddle real quick. They want to go to the line. They want to go fast. They want to play fast and put a lot of pressure on Millshoe, especially on the defensive side. That we're going to sit in the house, and sometimes we may come away with some big turnovers, but Millshoe may come away with some big touchdowns and stuff like that, big plays, but that's kind of high risk, high reward type of defense that we are accustomed to playing.
It is, and it's kind of predicated upon getting pressure on the other team's quarterback, and that's one thing that I saw we did with success in the Tulia scrimmage was that we were in their offensive backfield almost every play. If we didn't get the quarterback, we got close to him, and so that's just kind of the way Coach Thomas's defense goes. Of course, Coach Bo Bryant, the defensive coordinator, we're blitzing, sending the house on a lot of plays, and that puts you out on an island on the corners and the safeties that are covering the receivers. But if you can disrupt the play in the backfield, you can make good things happen on the defensive side, create turnovers, create negative plays, get some sacks, and like you said, you may give up a big play every now and then, but if you can put the other team in a hole, often you're winning that battle.
Yeah, and I've always liked man-to-man coverage. So, like you said, it's going to be tough. And, we kind of been accustomed to cover 2 and stuff like that. But man-to-man coverage, you're going to be out there on the island. You got to be able to get your head around when the ball is thrown and play your man up.
Yes, sir. Well, let's take a look at the starters for tonight's game. A beautiful night for football as Muleshoe comes out onto the field. The Wildcats are about to. When Muleshoe has the ball tonight, God dang, they got a train horn.
You love them horns.
Every year I say I'm going to write a letter to the UIL to have those things banned, and every year I forget until it happens. So it just disrupts your broadcast. I know it's fun for the fans and everybody else, but when you're trying to do a broadcast, blowing a train horn in your face, come on, man. Hey, we're not in their district anymore. We'll just take them off the schedule.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. But this game will not. So they'll find a way to play this game no matter what.
Hopefully they don't score much and we don't have to hear that train horn.
I hope so. I hope it's like that's the last time we hear it, I hope.
So taking a look at our defensive starters, on the right corner is number 4, MJ Randall. The left corner is number 3, Omar Martinez. Your free safety is number 22, Major McNeese. Your will linebacker, that's the weak side linebacker, number 10, Ian Mendez. Outside linebacker is number 5, Tyrell Norman, one of the seniors on the team. The defensive end on the left side is number 9, Sam Hill. The right tackle is number 50, Marquise Roseman. The nose guard is number 72, Adrian Garcia. Your middle linebacker is number 32, Javen Jimenez. The Wildcats come out onto the field.
And Javen's number, he changed his number. His number's 1.
Okay, so Javen's number 1 on his jersey. Number 32 on the roster. Well, at least on Coach Thomas's starters. I guess he just carried that over from last year. The Sam linebacker is going to be number 8. That's a strong side, Jeremiah Trevino. And your strong safety is number 7, Daniel Garcia. When Littlefield has the football, we'll be led by number 12, a sophomore quarterback, Chip Green. Your wide receivers are number 3, Omar Martinez, and number 10, Ian Mendez. Your tight end is number 8, Jeremiah Trevino. Your slot receiver, number 1, Javen Jimenez. Your fullback, the running back, is number 2, Mason Jones. And then the offensive line looks like this. Number 70, Evan Hinojos is the senior. Your guards are number 66, Asa Acevedo, and number 54, Brendan Bowman. And your tackles are number 75, Angel Salazar, and number 50, Marquise Roseman. We're going to get ready for the national anthem here at the stadium. Here on the broadcast, I'll take a break. We'll be back with more Wildcats football and your kickoff right after this.
When we moved to Texas, we were like fish out of water. We didn't know anyone in our neighborhood until our Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent came to the house. She was so helpful and reassuring, a friendly face with that Texan hospitality I'd heard about. When we purchased a Texas Farm Bureau insurance policy, we knew we were making the right choice. We knew our family would be protected.
Call 806-579-2489 or visit us at 615 XIT Drive in Littlefield to speak with an agent today.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community. And today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area. The Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL Irrigation Systems dealer. Hydrostatically powered, TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Find new roads with a new Chevrolet from Littlefield Chevrolet. This is Kevin Campbell, and as you know, our name has changed, but much like the Littlefield Wildcats, the tradition continues. Be sure to stop by and see me for your next car, truck, or SUV. I look forward to seeing you soon, and as always, we are proudly supporting our youth in all their endeavors. Go Wildcats.
Located on Highway 84 in Littlefield. Littlefield Chevrolet, Buick, GMC. We are professional grade. Visit www.littlefieldchevrolet.com.
This is Mike Reed, Superintendent of the Littlefield Independent School District. I join our board, administrators, faculty, and staff in proudly supporting each of our students in every activity. Everyone at the school district is very proud of our students, and we wish them continued success on the field and in the classroom. Here at LISD, we are committed to excellence, and our mission is to provide a quality education through shared responsibilities in a safe, supportive environment where all students are prepared to meet the challenges of a global society. Wildcat Magic. Be a part.
Over 100 years and still going strong, Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal, dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 10 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.com. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at West 11 Sports and the Littlefield Sports Network.
There we go.
We kind of changed our name a little bit.
Just a little bit, a little branding.
I'll say West 11 Sports all night, but of course I've been saying it for a long time. But we've kind of rebranded ourselves as the Littlefield Sports Network. As the coin has been tossed, the 50-yard line, we apologize for all the camera moving around. We've got some issues, but Littlefield has won the toss, and it looks like we will elect to receive. So the Wildcats will get the ball first. Muleshoe will defend the north end zone to start off, and we are about set and ready to go. So once we get set up here, we're going to have probably a little bit more camera moving around as we try to get this thing straight.
Well, it's definitely the first week one.
I've been here since 4:30
trying to get it fixed.
Everything was great, and then we go live on the air, and I start getting technical problems. So
that's how it always happens.
Yes, sir. So anyway, the Wildcats are set and ready. The kick return team will be out on the field first for the Wildcats, and we'll see who the kicker is. Coach Thomas has the place kicker listed as Angel Salazar, number 75. We are on YouTube. Littlefield Sports Network on YouTube.
On the tubes. We done made it. We done moved up. Look at that.
So here we go. I said I gave the kicker. I got to tell you who the kick returners are. Number 1, Javen Jimenez, and number 5, Tyrell Norman are the two men deep. And number 5, Tyrell Norman. To return the kick for the Wildcats.
Two seniors back there. Hopefully they come away with some good field position to start off the Wildcats' opening drive of the season.
So here we go.
And Irvin Torres will be the kicker for Muleshoe.
He's kind of their playmaker.
The Swiss Army knife.
So Irvin Torres, number 1, the War on 84 2022 edition. Here's the kick. Short, high end-over-end kick.
Will be returned.
Yep.
Major McNeese.
McNeese bumps into his own guy and then is brought down after about a 2-yard return. And it'll be Littlefield football to start the game at our own 36-yard line.
And I think the key right here on the offense is to keep the chains moving. We have to pick up first down if we want to play fast.
So here we go.
Littlefield sprints out to the line of scrimmage, ready to go. Major Chip Green ready to go.
Yep.
Mason Jones is in the backfield.
So here we go. Green takes the snap, hands it off to Mason Jones up the middle. Nowhere to go. He gains a yard on the play. And the Wildcats will have it second down and 9.
And already have the play going from the sideline. Yep. Trying to go little tempo right off the bat. Trying to catch Milshu off guard.
Green in the shotgun. Now Mason is in motion. He drops back, looks to throw pressure. It's a screen, complete underneath to Javen Jimenez across the 40 to about the 42. That's about a 5-yard gain for the Wildcats on second down, brings up 3rd and 4.
And just like that, Littlefield's at the line of scrimmage ready to go.
Green takes the snap, hands it off. Left side, Mason Jones pushes the pile. I think he's got the first down. He does.
Yeah, and I think his lineman may have helped him, but a great job right there by Mason Jones, keeping his feet churning. It was able to pick up the first down. Just like that, Littlefield's going back to the line of scrimmage.
So here we go, 1st and 10. Green drops back, throws deep down the sideline, looking for Ian Mendez, overthrown. And it'll be incomplete.
And looked like he had Ian Mendez by himself. Man-to-man coverage, just throws it to the sideline.
So here we go. Green out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Toss going to the right side. Mason gets close to the first down. It's about a 10-yard gain there on 2nd down and 10. He's going to be very close. We'll see where they mark the ball.
They're not going to give it to him, so it's going to bring down up 3rd and short.
Yep, 3rd and about a half a yard or less. 3rd and about a foot.
And I think they're going for it if they're not able to pick it up.
Yeah, I think we'll get it. Here we go. Chip Green out of the shotgun. Mason Jones in the backfield. I'll give you the rest of the players here in just a moment. As soon as we get settled in on the broadcast. Green takes a snap, drops back, has pressure.
Trouble.
Eludes the sack. He's going to run. You got to go, Chip. Oh, he throws it instead, and it's incomplete. I think if he would have kept it, he would have had the first down. But now it's going to be 4th and about a yard.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a pass-first quarterback. You like him, but he had a whole lot of green field open. He was definitely like he possibly could pick up the first down just like that. Littlefield will go for it on 4th down and short. Look for a read option here possibly.
Yep, Green out of the shotgun, 4th and inches. Here's the snap. We're going to throw. Dumps it over. It's complete. And caught for the first down on the short little throw, Jeremiah Trevino.
Yep.
Hey, 4th and inches, and we threw it successfully.
And this is what this offense does is basically you read it. Every pass play, running play, you can just check out of it. It just whatever's open. You
1st and 10. Here we go. We're going deep down the right sideline. It is tipped and incomplete.
Just a little underthrown. If he's able to throw it to the pylon, I think we're able to come away with that. But good throw.
Looked like he was looking for Omar Martinez out there, number 3.
And we're putting a lot of pressure on Milshu's secondary right now.
Yep, 2nd down.
They're man-to-man, and we're trying to push the envelope.
2nd and 10. Here we go. Green out of the shotgun, takes the snap, gives to Mason. Mason going around the left side. Has some room, breaks the tackle. He's to the 25 and tripped up and goes down at about the 21-yard line. 1st and 10.
And a great job right there by Ace Azevedo coming off the side. Was able to pull and open that hole up for the senior, Mason Jones.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Green takes the snap. 3-step drop. 7-step drop. Looking to run now.
A bit of trouble.
He gets out of the pocket. He's on the run. Chip keeps it to the 20. A flag comes down, and it's about a 2-yard gain, but I think it's coming back.
Yeah, it looks in the area of holding, so hands to the face or something like that. And just like that, Milshu is trying to sub in players.
Yeah.
This tempo has kind of got him, obviously, with being the first game of the season. Very few teams have built up that stamina to play a 4 quarters, so it's going to be tough.
Holding call against us. That's the first penalty of the game. That'll push it back. So it'll be, 10 yards. It'll be 1st down and 20 about from the 30-yard line. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Hands it off. Mason going around the left side. Gets it to the 25 and tackled at about the 24, maybe the 23-yard line.
Got close to the down marker.
0-0 our score. This is the opening possession of the game. Wildcats took the kickoff and marching it down the field, but that penalty really hurt us. It's 2nd down and 11 now at the Muleshoe 22. Chip Green, the sophomore quarterback, out of the shotgun. Omar Martinez, wide right. 3 receivers on the left. Here's the snap. We're going to run a reverse to Sam Hill. Sam taking it around the right side, cuts it up, loses his footing. The 20-yard line, just slipped on his own.
Yeah, the turf monster got him right there. But, Sam Hill's a very speedy kid, junior. If he's able to get in the open field, he's off to the races. Just the turf monster got him that time, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Yep, big third. 3rd down and 9 from the 20-yard line. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff on the play action, dumps it over the middle to Javen Jimenez to about the 14. And it's going to bring up 4th down and short. We'll call it 4th and about 2 or 3.
Yeah, and I think there's no doubt we're going for it on 4th down right here.
Yes, sir. So another 4th down here, 4th and 3 for the Wildcats. Green out of the shotgun. There's flags on the play, could be a free play. He just chunks it to the end zone. Incomplete, but I think the penalty is going to be on them, and it should give us a 1st down. One of their interior defensive linemen jumped. We'll see what the call is. Offsides on them, so the Wildcats take advantage of a Muleshoe defensive penalty.
That's big right there.
That's huge.
And that's probably the reason why the hike was offered us a little bit, because obviously the center saw that they were offsides and just kind of threw it back there to cut them off guard. So
Wildcats are knocking on the door. 1st and goal to go from the 10. Here's the snap. Green hands it off to Jones. Jones powers to about the 9-yard line. It's a 1-yard gain. And you were talking about the quarterback. I guess you could call it a battle. Coach Thomas was undecided between 2 guys, Mason Jones and Chip Green, and he said one way or the other we've got to get the ball in Mason's hands, and so it works out perfect. Chip at quarterback, Mason at running back. Those 2 guys are going to be the ones that handle the ball the most on offense. Here's Green, takes the snap. It's a keep. Up the middle, not much running room. He gets about a yard. That'll make it 3rd and goal from the 8. Littlefield has held the ball the whole first quarter to this point. 6:56 left here in the first. 0-0. This is the opening possession. Wildcats are inside the 10. It's 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Play comes in from the sideline. Green out of the shotgun. Mason Jones to his right. Here's the snap. Hands it off. Jones going around the left side. Cuts it to the 5, down to the 4. And it's going to be 4th down and goal from the 4. What's your play call, Coach?
You're gonna obviously every play is a recheck with me or a read the defense, and maybe a pass or a run. That's the great thing about this offense, is that every play is open. You just kind of read the offense and the defense, and if there's an isolation, you're gonna go to it. But I wouldn't mind to see a 5-yard out right here.
Here's a snap. Chip's going to throw. Throws to the corner. It's underthrown. Incomplete. Javen Jimenez was open, but the pass was underthrown at his feet, and it's going to go over on downs, and Littlefield keeps the ball for about 5 minutes, but can't come away with any points, and now the defense will come out onto the field.
Yeah. I like the play call. You just have to.
So the Wildcats defense comes out onto the field. The good thing is we give Muleshoe a long field to work with, but the bad thing is we didn't come away with any points.
So with that being said, we do have Muleshoe pinned deep in their own territory. So with this defense, we're going to put a lot of pressure on them and try to come away with a turnover.
They're going to run a quarterback sneak on the first play. Up the middle, ball is loose. Littlefield gets on it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Hey, that's exactly what this defense wants. I know they've been practicing on that. Trying to punch the ball, and just like that.
The Littlefield Wildcats defense gets in the backfield. It was a quarterback keep all the way. I didn't see the player that knocked the ball loose, but it rolls back into the end zone. Littlefield covers it up, 6-0. Good guys.
So that, it works out. That's the thing we talk about this defense. They're going to get after you, and, they've been working out, punching the ball out, and they come away with their first turnover, and just like that.
Angel Salazar tries the extra point kick, and it is right down the middle. And Littlefield, the defense, puts us on top, 7-0 with 5 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
This is Dominique Gagnon with Lamb Healthcare Center and LHC Family Medicine. Our passion is to provide high-quality, accessible healthcare to the residents of Lamb County and surrounding areas. Our hospital provides an emergency room, labor and delivery, outpatient services, and our staff at the clinic is here to serve you 6 days a week. For an appointment, call 806-385-6424. To learn more about all of the services we provide, visit www.lambhc.org. We want to be your first choice for medical care.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at West 11 Sports. This year we're on YouTube Live as opposed to Facebook Live. We're going to try to keep it on YouTube if we can this season throughout the year. But the Wildcats just tackled the Muleshoe kick returner at the 10-yard line. So, again, we have them backed up. 7-0, Littlefield leads the game here in the first quarter. 5 minutes and 46 seconds left. But if those of you are watching on YouTube, be sure and share it if you can on social media. Let everybody know we've moved from Facebook Live to YouTube Live. Littlefield Sports Network on YouTube. Here's a handoff over the right side. They get to about the 11-yard line. And that's a 1-yard gain for the Mules. You know what? We were talking about us graduating a lot of players, Keith. Muleshoe did too.
Yeah.
Both of these teams are fairly young. So here we go, second down, shotgun. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps it coming around the right side, and he gets up to about the 14-yard line. So for Muleshoe, they're led by the quarterback number 7, Sebastian Curvin, but they've got a sophomore, Nathan Martins, I believe, that will also take some snaps. Or it could be number 4, Ryan Dominguez. I don't know. They got 3 quarterbacks listed, and all I know is there was a sophomore that they said was going to get some playing time at QB. But right now it's Sebastian Curvin, number 7.
And a big play, big opportunity right here for the defense to come away with a stop.
Here's the snap. Curvin throws down the sideline on the far side, and it is caught. And down to the 50-yard line, MJ Randall in coverage had a chance at it, but the receiver for Muleshoe, number 1, he's their playmaker, just took the ball away from him, and now it's 1st and 10 for the Mules near midfield.
Yeah, I think on that play right there, just high pointed the ball. I think he was able to out-jump MJ Randall and was able to come away with a first down, and then just like that, getting close to midfield.
Here's the snap, 1st and 10, sack. Wildcats come through and get the quarterback sack. That's Javen from the middle linebacker position.
Yeah, we're going to put a lot of pressure on you.
Loss of 5 brings up 2nd down and 15. 7-0, Littlefield on top here. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Double slot formation out of the shotgun. Quarterback Curvin will get the play from the sideline. Littlefield defense is fired up after getting that touchdown on the last possession. A fumble recovery for a touchdown made it 7-0. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Up the middle, Wildcats are there to bring him down at about the 47. It's about a 3-yard gain, makes it 3rd and 12.
Another big 3rd down right here for the Littlefield defense.
So here we go, 3rd down, double slot formation. That's 4 wide receivers. Here's the snap. Curvin drops back, looks to throw. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket, rolling to his left. Fires down the sideline. Intercepted. Major McNeese coming the other way, and he will go down, and that's the 2nd turnover of the game on 2 possessions by Muleshoe. Major McNeese, I think Curvin was just throwing it away, and Major was there.
I think the problem is Muleshoe's quarterback, I mean, it pays off for us, but he was throwing it against the field. He was rolling out to his left and try to throw it to right across the middle of the field and overthrow him. And Major just was sitting back in his safety position, was able to catch the overthrow.
And right now, Littlefield is winning the turnover battle 2-0. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Wildcats have the ball, 1st and 10 at our own 36-yard line. Cats on top, 7-0.
Looks like one of the referees got banged up, but that's had to call timeout.
Yeah, the white hat.
Yep, got his head knocked down.
Yep. he's all right.
Yep,
he looks like he's a veteran.
Yeah, it's probably not his first time. It probably won't be the last time.
He's been in this position before. So here we go. Chip Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Hands it off. Mason Jones coming around the near side. He has blockers, gets to the 40. He's to the 50 and brought out of bounds in Muleshoe territory at the 47-yard line.
And a great job right there by Littlefield offense on the outside on the perimeter, just holding their blocks and not picking up no penalties. Just like that, Littlefield's in Muleshoe territory.
Ian Mendez and Omar Martinez are your two wideouts. Javen Jimenez is in the slot on the left side, as is Jeremiah Trevino. Here's the snap. Green drops back, looks to throw, pressure, steps up. He's going to keep. He gets across the 40, and he's got the first down to the Muleshoe 36-yard line.
And with that, Littlefield will go tempo right here.
And Chip showed a little bit of his speed right there on that one.
Good athlete, sophomore.
1st and 10. Here's the snap. He hands it off. Mason cuts it inside across the 35 to about the 33-yard line. And Coach Thomas feels better, it looks like, running it over that left side of our offensive line. Almost every handoff to Jones has gone to the left side, right there behind Marquise Roseman.
And then also you got Bowman over there.
So here we go. Green out of the shotgun, 2nd down, takes a snap, 5-step drop, dumps it off on the screen, but played well by Muleshoe, and Mason Jones is tackled for a loss. That'll bring up 3rd down at about 12. So here we go, Wildcats with a 3rd down here, leading the game 7-0, 2:05 left in the first quarter. Littlefield on top, 7-0. So here we go. Play comes in from the sideline. Oh, the snap goes past Chip. He wasn't ready, and all he can do is dive on it. Yeah. Miscommunication.
And what was happening, basically, Chip was looking over to get the play call. The wide receiver was looking at the play call, and the center just threw it back there. Just a miscommunication.
Yeah, and it's the first game.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to happen. And fortunately, Chip was able to was smart enough to go ahead and jump on it. Evan
So the guard will tap his hip, giving Evan the signal that the quarterback is ready. And it was just miscommunication on the offensive line, and Chip wasn't ready for the snap. So we're going to have to punt. It's 4th and a mile, back in our own territory. The punt is away. Javen Jimenez gets it. It's fair caught at the 25-yard line. So Muleshoe will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Yeah, Littlefield does come away with the turnover to start that drive, just not able to come away with any points on the miscommunication on 3rd down and long.
So we've got to keep the intensity here.
Yes, this is crucial that we, allow the pressure. Don't, sit back on our heels.
Go ahead.
Now, we do have a lot of players playing both ways, and that's hydration, all that kind of things come into play.
And as the Wildcats have only given up one big play to Muleshoe, the defense has really kind of controlled this game, and we've got to keep that up here. So here we go. Muleshoe out of the shotgun. They're going to hand it off, coming around the right side. Littlefield is there, and they'll bring him down at about the 30-yard line. It'll be a 4-yard gain.
And a great job right there by Major Moniz coming from a safety position to stop that run for a minimal gain.
Major, the safety.
Started off a linebacker originally and kind of slowly worked his way back out of.
Number 5, Tyrell Norman is now in there. That's that linebacker position. Well, the defensive end, I guess. So here we go. 2nd down and about 6. Here's the handoff. They hit him in the backfield. Wildcats wrap him up for a loss. And again, just great penetration up front.
And the senior, Javen Jimenez, once again, he's going to have a lot of tackles this year just by the way we run our defense.
We're just kind of overwhelming the Mules up front.
Yeah.
So it's 3rd and long for Muleshoe here, 3rd and 7. They're going to go 4 wide with a running back in the backfield. So get the play from the sideline. And that'll be the end of the first quarter of play. We've played 1 at Wildcat Stadium. Your score, Littlefield 7, Muleshoe Zip. We'll be back right after this. Brown Flying Service at the Taylor Brown Municipal Airport in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game and encourages the community to get behind the maroon and white. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. That's crop dusting. They offer a wide array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Brown Flying Service, longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL Irrigation Systems dealer. Hydrostatically powered, TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Score a touchdown and open a checking account at First Federal Bank, Lamb County's hometown bank. No monthly maintenance fee, free bank statements, free checking account servicing, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile deposit, and free smiles when you bank with First Federal Bank in Littlefield. Remember to choose the Wildcat debit card, and by doing so, First Federal Bank will contribute a donation to LISD. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. Cody West and Keith Logan here at Wildcat Stadium, where Littlefield leads this game by a score of 7-0. We join play in progress on first down. Third down. Muleshoe threw it over the middle, looking for their go-to guy, Irvin Torres, and it went right through his hands. And now Muleshoe's going to have to punt on fourth down. Wildcat return men are at our own 35-yard line.
And Muleshoe's going to call a timeout.
Yep, timeout early here in the second quarter. 11:54 left in the second. Littlefield on top, 7-0. We'll be right back.
This is Shauna Wagley Hastings with Hillcrest Funeral Home in Littlefield. Sam Billingsley and I have been proudly serving Littlefield and the surrounding communities for over 14 years. We offer pre-need, cremation, traditional, and contemporary funeral service arrangements. We can help you custom design a creative service that honors the life of your loved one in a way that uniquely memorializes their life. In addition, we can transfer any pre-arranged services you already have with another funeral home. Hillcrest is hometown, people you know and trust. Sam and I are always here to help in your time of need. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan, where Littlefield leads the game here 7-0. And we've got 11:54 left in the second quarter. And so far, Keith, it's been a story of the Littlefield defense.
Yeah, I mean, they came to play. And that's usually what happens, especially in a spread offense. It kind of takes a little time to get, you get your timing down. But defense, you just got to fire off and hit somebody. They're going for it.
It's a fake punt. They're going to throw down the sideline, and it is.
Oh, it's caught.
Caught.
Wow. I was not expecting that.
Nope.
And it looked like their wide receiver caught it with one hand.
I thought the punter was over the line of scrimmage when he threw it, but they're going to complete a pass down the sideline, so. It was over on the far sideline, hard for us to get a good look at it, but they executed it, and they've got it first down and 10 at their own 48. So,
well, that just goes to show you how, eager that Muleshoe is trying to get something positive going on the offensive side when they go for it deep in their own territory. But it is the beginning of the season, and they're just trying to check some things out.
So here we go. First and 10. Here's a snap, the handoff up the middle, and he carries it to about the 50-yard line, a 2-yard gain for Muleshoe, and that'll be number 21 on the carry, Daniel Cianis. Second down and about 8 for the Mules. Right at midfield on the maroon and white Wildcat. Here's the snap. They hand to Cianis coming around the side. He gets about 3 yards. Well, less than that on the spot, maybe 1.5 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Littlefield's defense, man, we're just flying to the football tonight.
Yeah, they're, Coach Bryan got them fired up.
And Coach Thomas likes fast players on defense. He said, I don't care so much about size, I just want speed at all 11 positions. Sometimes your fastest 11 guys on the team will be on defense. So here we go, big 3rd down from Muleshoe. Snap, drops back, throws, it's complete to Torres. Has the close to the 1st down. He's not going to get it. He'll be about a foot shy. And I didn't catch the player that brought him down. I think that may have been Tyrell Norman.
Yeah, maybe.
Number 5 out there. So 4th and inches for Muleshoe. They're going for it. Here's the snap. Quarterback keep up the middle, gets the 1st down to the 41. Needed a foot, got a yard. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Muleshoe Mules. Littlefield on top here, 7-0 with 10 minutes and 19 seconds left in the first half of play. Good crowd on both sides, as you would imagine. Shotgun 1st and 10. Here's the snap. They give it to Cianis up the middle. He fights for yardage across the 40 to about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and that's one thing about our defense. We're going to have to tackle them and meet them at the line of scrimmage, because if they get past that line of scrimmage, they could be off to the races.
Yep.
So we got to gang tackle them.
Gain of 4.
We have to wrap up and finish the tackle, because we cannot let them kind of squirt out of all that junk.
2nd and 6. Here's the handoff up the middle, Cianis. And this time he is tackled. For forward progress stopped at the 35. He gained a yard.
And a great job right there by Norman is getting down around his legs and kind of slowed the runner back down.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5 for Muleshoe. I think both teams have exhibited that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, because, right now, there's nothing. You want to win the game, obviously, but there's not no playoff implication, district implication, so you're just trying to go out and see exactly what you have.
Here's a snap. They're going to throw it. It's incomplete. Great play there by the Littlefield defense as number 4, MJ Randall, comes up and folds him in half as the intended receiver drops the pass.
Yeah, great read right there by the defense. And they went to that same type of play 3 times in a row for the most part when they need that big play, that just a little rub to the inside, the slot receiver going out to the right.
So it's 4th and 5 for Muleshoe at the Littlefield 30-yard line. They're going for it. 4 wideouts, quarterback in the shotgun with a running back. Sebastian Curvin, the quarterback for the Mules. Littlefield leads the game here, 7-0. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back, looking to throw. Trying to buy time. He fires, complete for the 1st down and out of bounds at about the 23-yard line.
And that time we just lost him. I looked like Daniel Garcia out there. Kind of lost track of him and was able to fight back, and we got to get some more pressure on him because it's hard for secondary to keep, guard somebody man-to-man for a long period of time.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Muleshoe. They're going to spot the ball at the 24-yard line. So Muleshoe in Littlefield territory. 8:42 left here in the second quarter. So we've got a different quarterback in there now for the Mules. Here's the snap. Handoff. Littlefield's all over him. It's going to be a big loss of about 3 yards as they took down Cianis right as he took the handoff from number 5, Nathan Martins, the sophomore quarterback. So they are going to use 2 guys today.
Like you mentioned earlier in the broadcast that, they're going to get a lot of different players, a lot of quarterbacks, different reps. And
so number 5, Nathan Martins, is at quarterback for Muleshoe. 2nd down and about 13. Martins takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, fires. It is at the feet of the intended receiver. That time, Daniel Garcia had him locked up.
Great job right there by the senior.
So it's going to be 3rd down now. 3rd and 13 for Muleshoe. So the play comes in from the sideline for the Mules, and right now, man, it's been an exciting first half. A defensive struggle, but the Littlefield defense scored 7 points for us.
Yeah.
So Curvin back in the game at quarterback. Here's the snap. He's going to keep it up the middle. Sebastian Curvin gets it across the 25, and he's tackled back at around the original line of scrimmage, and that'll make it 4th and about 9 or 10. Yep, 4th and 10. So Muleshoe has already converted 2 4th downs on this drive. Trying to do it again. Littlefield defense has created 2 turnovers on a fumble recovery and an interception. Now hopefully we can get it on downs. Here's the snap. Oh, ball. The snap is low at his feet. Curvin picks it up. Now he'll run, but he has green pasture. And he fumbles the ball, and he just falls on it. Oh, my gosh. The ball just slipped out of his hand. There wasn't a Wildcat around it.
He was going to pick up the first down.
That play was destined for disaster from the beginning. The snap was at his feet. It rolled around. He picked it up, and then he sees an opening and takes it, and then he just slips out of his hand.
Wow. I mean,
ball goes over on downs to the Littlefield Wildcats. We'll take it.
I guess you could say ball don't lie. I mean, because he should have probably been down in the backfield.
Yep.
Wow.
So Littlefield's offense gets the ball back with 7 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first half of play. Littlefield on top 7-0. I sure would like to score on this possession here.
Yeah, the offense got to come up big right here. You know, Littlefield caught a big break right there with the quarterback dropping the ball.
Trips on the right side, single receiver on the left. Here's the handoff to Jones up the middle. He gets across the 25. About a 2-yard gain on the play. Wildcats right back to the line of scrimmage. Chip Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, looks to throw, dumps it over the middle, complete, wide open. Jeremiah Trevino, he's to the 50, to the 40. Jeremiah to the 20-yard line, and he's going to be tackled or stopped. They finally get him down to the 15-yard line, and a great play over the middle to Jeremiah Trevino from Chip Green.
A great read right there. Basically, Muleshoe was in zero coverage, nobody in the middle of the field, no safety, and it was a great job right there just running the tight end right down the middle.
So here we go. It'll be first down and 10 from the 14-yard line. They finally get the chains down the field. We're ready to go. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Gives to Jones. Jones coming around the right side. Flag on the play. He's to the 5, to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. But this one may be coming back.
Looks like in the area of possibly offsides.
Yep.
False start.
He
got his hands moving. False start.
Gosh dang it. Illegal procedure against the Wildcats. A touchdown will not count. Man. So not only will the touchdown not count, but they're going to push us back to the 19-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 15. We'll replay the down. Wildcats lead the game 7-0. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left in the second quarter, trying to punch one in. Green takes the snap, drops back, has pressure. He's going to run, gets it to the 10, spins out of a tackle to the 5, and down to the 3-yard line, and Chip Green made something out of nothing.
Yeah, probably should have been dropped for a loss, but was able to see the pressure. The packet collapsed, and he was able to step up and run out down the middle.
First and goal from the 3-yard line. Here's the snap. Green on the keeper, going to the right side, gets to the 3, and it'll be no gain on the play. Clock is rolling. 5 minutes and 40 seconds. Littlefield trying to go up by 2 touchdowns here. Come right back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and goal from the 3. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. They give to Jones. Jones over the right side. Gets close, but brought down at about the 1. Now it's going to be third down and goal from the 1-yard line. Green out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers, everybody else in tight. Here's the snap. They give to Jones, left side. This time he gets in, and that's a Wildcats touchdown.
Great drive right there by the Littlefield. Get into the end zone to go up 13-0 on Muleshoe.
Wildcats help themselves. It's a long football game, but, man, especially our defense has played really well here in the first half.
Yep.
And we finally get the offensive score. Angel Salazar will come on, the left-footed kicker, to try the extra point. Hold is down. The kick is up. Hits the upright and goes through. And Littlefield leads it 14-0 with 5:02 left in the second quarter. We'll be back right after this.
Football is all about the team. And in farming, you certainly need a team to be successful. Wiley Implement and Spray Centers, your genuine Case IH parts and service dealer, is on your team to keep your equipment at the top of your game. With 14 locations across Texas, Wiley Implement is going to be close by. See us at WileySprayers.com for genuine Case IH parts and service.
I'm Scott Wiley. We'll try hard to earn your business and even harder to keep it. That's it. That's all.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership, proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area. The Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West and Keith Logan on the Littlefield Sports Network.
There you go. You had to slow down. You can tell that you really have to think about it.
It's just a habit.
Sports Network, brought to you by, powered by YouTube.
Here's the kickoff. Salazar. It's going to be bobbled at about the 10 by Muleshoe. Littlefield.
Missed tackle.
Yeah, misses a couple of tackles. He gets to the 22 and brought down there. The Wildcats will send the defense back out onto the field. 14-0, Littlefield on top. 4 minutes and 54 seconds left here in the first half of play. Wildcats got the ball to start the ball game, so Muleshoe will get it to start the second half. So the Muleshoe offense comes back out onto the field, and they're going to go back to number 5 at quarterback, Nathan Martins.
The sophomore.
Martins out of the shotgun, 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, dumps it off, complete to number 7, and that's their other quarterback, Sebastian Curvin. So I guess Curvin's going to be on the field no matter what.
Yeah, he's either going to be the tight end or the linebacker. He's just out there. He's just a player. Bigger kid, bigger than obviously than the number 5, the sophomore.
So it's going to be a 6-yard gain, brings up 2nd down and 4 at about the 30-yard line. Here's the snap. They hand it off, coming over the left side. Sionis bowls his way for a 1st down to about the 34-yard line. Littlefield's defense. I need to start trying to get these players in for the Wildcats. Sometimes in the first game it's hard to get in the habit of mentioning all the players as much as we can, but we'll try to get those players in as each play happens. So here we go. Martin's out of the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to throw, fires down the sideline, has a man. It's complete. Big play down to about the 35-yard line. And Gabriel Montalvo out there in coverage.
Yeah, isolated is tough.
Yeah.
Tough play right there to be on the island and just.
Montalvo makes the tackle at about the 32-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Muleshoe Mules in Littlefield territory. Brady Jones is in there on the defensive line down on the right side. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Coming up the middle, Sionis breaks through, gets to the 20-yard line. A flag comes out. So he's tackled at about the 19.
Maybe in the area of either holding or a chop block.
Jeremiah Trevino made that tackle, but it looks like it may be going against Muleshoe. Face mask against us.
Wow, I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Jeremiah made the tackle. I don't know if he's the one that grabbed the face mask or if it was somebody else. I didn't see it, but that hurts.
Yeah, that's going to put them deep in the red zone.
14-0, Littlefield on top here, but now a big play and a penalty has Muleshoe inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal to go.
With 3.5 minutes left in the quarter.
And the defense came out hot for the Wildcats. And sometimes it's just hard to keep that intensity for a full 4 quarters.
Well, it's like we mentioned before, a lot of these players are going to play in both ways.
That's
and
true.
You just expend so much energy on defense that it's hard to keep that level going.
Here's the first down play. Martins hands it off. Sionis breaks a tackle, gets through to about the 5.
And that's what I was talking about earlier. You know, we have to be able to get them stop them at the line of scrimmage, because if they get that second level, they're going to be able to pick up positive yardage every time.
Asa Acevedo was the one that got back there. Got him around the ankle and then it slipped out. So it's going to be second down and goal from about the 4. Sebastian Curvin back at quarterback. Here's the snap. Curvin's going to keep up the middle. He's across the goal line for a Muleshoe touchdown. That'll make it 14-6, Littlefield on top.
Well, we have a ball game. Muleshoe will receive the ball to start off the second half, so Littlefield needs to try to come away with some points or get a good drive right here.
So the Muleshoe kicker. I guess who's the kicker? Oh, wait, no, that's Irvin Torres. I was about to say Curvin. Torres and Curvin.
They're everywhere.
Yeah, neither one of those guys will ever leave the field. The kick is good with 2:35 left in the first half of play. Your score is Littlefield 14, Muleshoe 7. We'll be back right after this.
Hey y'all, it's Margot Lopez with Littlefield Chevrolet Buick and GMC. Come by and check out our everyday changing new and pre-owned inventory. I just want to wish the Wildcats a great year. Go Wildcats.
Located on Highway 84 in Littlefield. Littlefield Chevrolet, Buick, GMC. We are professional grade. Visit www.littlefieldchevrolet.com.
This is Mike Reed, Superintendent of the Littlefield Independent School District. I join our board, administrators, faculty, and staff in proudly supporting each of our students in every activity. Everyone at the school district is very proud of our students, and we wish them continued success on the field and in the classroom. Here at LISD, we are committed to excellence, and our mission is to provide a quality education through shared responsibilities in a safe, supportive environment where all students are prepared to meet the challenges of a global society. Wildcat Magic. Be a part.
Welcome back to Littlefield Wildcats football here at the Littlefield Sports Network. Here's the kickoff, taken at about the 30-yard line by the Cats, across the 35 to about the 36 or 7-yard line.
Josiah
Garcia on the return for the Wildcats, and Littlefield will have the ball with 2.5 minutes to go before halftime.
And I imagine if Littlefield's able to get positive yardage here on first down, they will go into their what some teams call NASCAR offense or fast offense, real high-tempo offense.
So here we go. Littlefield's offense comes out onto the field. 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Now we've got Mason Jones lined up outside. And Mason will go in motion. Here's the snap on the jet sweep. Jet sweep pass. Jones looks to throw.
Underthrown a little bit, out of bounds.
Yeah, it was caught by Javen Jimenez, but out of bounds, and a flag on the play.
Maybe roughing the passer.
Yeah, Mason got leveled after he threw that pass.
15 yards.
Yep.
You hate that he took that hit, but he was able to pick up some positive yardage. He paid for it. He earned it. He earned those 15 yards.
You were talking about guys going both ways. He's another one. These guys, conditioning is so important when you just never leave the field. We're talking about those Muleshoe guys that just don't leave the field. We've got some of them too. So here we go. After that roughing the passer penalty on the Mules, it'll be 1st and 10 Littlefield at the Muleshoe 46-yard line. So 2:24 left in the second quarter. Littlefield up by a touchdown. Chip Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Jones up the middle. Fumbles the ball, and Muleshoe gets on top of it. And the ball's going the other way after Littlefield created 2 turnovers in the first half. Now Muleshoe gets one of their own.
with 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining, Muleshoe does have some time. It's going to be crucial that the Littlefield defense comes on the field after the turnover and come away with a big stop.
It's a game of ups and downs, and the Wildcats can't afford to get our heads down right here. Let's get back to playing the way we were in the first quarter. 14-7, Littlefield on top here, 2:18. Muleshoe brings their offense out onto the field.
And Littlefield defense has to be ready. You know they're going to try to go for the juggler, something over the top.
Here's a snap and the handoff up the middle. Sianis, he's hit, fighting, gets across the 45 to the 46. It's about a 5-yard gain on first down. According to the scoreboard, Muleshoe has 2 timeouts left. Littlefield has all 3. So 2nd down and 5 for the Mules. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. They hand off Sianis up the middle. He gets close to the first down, and I think he's got it across the 50.
And the clock will stop as they reset the down markers.
Wildcats came out with all the momentum. We drove the ball on the opening possession deep into Muleshoe territory. Couldn't score an offensive touchdown, but the defense scores. But now Muleshoe kind of feels like they've taken the momentum away. Here's a snap, the deep pass down the sideline. Intercepted by Daniel Garcia. The Wildcats get it right back.
And a great job right there by the senior. Reading the wide receiver's eyes, saw that he was going up for the ball, gets his head around. Great position. Ball was a little underthrown. High points it and comes away with another turnover.
That's 3 turnovers in the first half by the Wildcats defense.
And that's a pretty big one right there. Because it kind of felt like Muleshoe was trying to get that momentum going, and just like that, it's kind of settled the ties. And Littlefield does have 3 timeouts remaining.
Yep. 1:24 left. We've got to go fast. We've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. So here we go. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Keeps it. Chip up the middle. Nowhere to go. They'll stand him up. He gained maybe a yard. I think I'd be looking for Jeremiah. Jeremiah Trevino, the inside receiver on the right side.
Yeah, a little play action possibly and let him get isolated on that linebacker going down the seam.
Clock is rolling. We're taking a lot of time to get the play in.
I think after that turnover, it just kind of.
I think we're just playing for halftime.
Yeah, just kind of settle things down. And
here's the snap. Little swing pass to the outside, complete to Ian Mendez. Gets the first down and out of bounds. So that stops the clock at 35 seconds. First catch of the season for Ian Mendez.
A sophomore.
So we're just having a hard time getting plays in here. I don't know if Coach Thomas has to call timeout. Yeah, you have 3 timeouts. You might as well use them, but everybody was just kind of looking at each other like, what's the play?
Yeah. And, like you said, it's just beginning of the season. Nobody has played past the quarter during the scrimmages, so you only could imagine that it's all about communication and timing.
With this timeout, we'll keep it here. We normally take a commercial break during the timeouts, but we're just 35 seconds away from halftime, so we'll keep it right here. The Wildcats have played a good first half, 14-7. Really, the story for me has been the defense creating 3 turnovers, and not to mention a turnover on downs.
Yeah.
If you count that, that's 4 turnovers.
No doubt. So, I mean, like we said before, it's going to take a little while before the offense kind of catches their groove. It's kind of a dress rehearsal. Obviously, we want to win every game, but we're trying to do big things in the district.
Wildcats, Coach Thomas said, when we dropped down to a 3A Division II and they moved us out of the district with Muleshoe, he wanted to keep this game on the schedule, and the only time they could fit it in was game 1. So such a big game to open up the season as far as rivalry goes, but really meaningless as far as the playoffs are concerned, but it still feels like a big game anytime you play Muleshoe.
Big crowds on both sides.
So here we go. Quarterback keeps it. Coming around the right side, Chip Green gets to the corner. He's out of bounds at about the 47-yard line with 28 seconds left. A big play on the quarterback keeper. And Chip can go.
Yeah, he's definitely a good athlete out there.
He's not a big kid, but he's fast.
Yep.
So here we go, 1st and 10 Littlefield at our own 47. Here's the snap. Green drops back, looks to throw, has a little time.
Holding.
Flag, and he's going to be tackled.
Now, there's a lot of time for those offensive line to hold their blocks.
Well, there were 3 receivers deep for the Wildcats and 5 mules in coverage. There was just nobody to throw it to. And one thing that I think Chip still has to, evolve as a quarterback is learning when to throw it away.
Yeah, that's going to take time.
Yeah.
It's just kind of the thing that when you start to get that feel of the offense, you realize, hey, I'm going to take this incomplete and maybe live for another down.
Yeah, just throw it out of bounds and stop the clock. 21 seconds left here before halftime. Littlefield on top, 14-7.
I think both teams are kind of content to go into halftime to score the way it is.
So here we go. Wildcats come to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Tight end on the right. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Mason Jones, nowhere to go. He's brought down for no gain. I think our Wildcats are in need of the halftime break.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they need to hydrate, get a couple snacks.
Yeah, we look tired. And that'll do it as the clock runs out. We are at the halftime break with your score. Littlefield 14, Muleshoe 7. We'll be back with your halftime show right after these words.
Over 100 years and still going strong, Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal, dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 10 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.com. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
This is Dr. Rodriguez with Lamb Healthcare Center and LHC Family Medicine. Did you know that our clinic is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with extended hours until 8 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays with our nurse practitioners? Call 385-6424 for an appointment. We would love to be your medical provider. We offer general medicine, diabetes care, pediatrics, hospice, and much more. We are a full-service clinic with medical staff that truly cares about our community. Visit www.lambhc.org. We want to be the first choice for your medical care.
Brown Flying Service at the Taylor Brown Municipal Airport in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game and encourages the community to get behind the maroon and white. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. That's crop dusting. They offer a wide array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Brown Flying Service, longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL Irrigation Systems dealer. Hydrostatically powered, TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Win all day by listening to Wildcats football on the Littlefield Sports Network and banking with First Federal Bank in Littlefield. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. Buying your next farm or implement? Considering an investment property to purchase? Who couldn't see their family in a new UTV taking a county road cruise at sunset? Or maybe a new ride for mama with that new car smell? Don't put it off. We would love to talk to you. Visit us online at firstfedlfd.com or in the Littlefield Shopping Plaza. First Federal Bank Littlefield, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Shauna Wagley Hastings with Hillcrest Funeral Home in Littlefield. Sam Billingsley and I have been proudly serving Littlefield and the surrounding communities for over 14 years. We offer pre-need, cremation, traditional, and contemporary funeral service arrangements. We can help you custom design a creative service that honors the life of your loved one in a way that uniquely memorializes their life. In addition, we can transfer any pre-arranged services you already have with another funeral home. Hillcrest is hometown, people you know and trust. Sam and I are always here to help in your time of need. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at West 11 Sports. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan at the Littlefield Sports Network, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 14-7 over the visiting Muleshoe Mules. And really the Wildcats defense was the story of the first half for me. Seems like we got a little bit tired toward the end of the half, and, we're going to have to go into the field house and recharge the batteries as much as we can with the time allotted. But, the Wildcats defense created 3 turnovers. We had, 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. That fumble recovery was for a touchdown. So out of our 14 points, 7 of those were from the defense. So the Wildcats defense really played well in the first half. But you're starting to see Muleshoe's offense. I kind of blame it on us being tired, but at the same time, they're starting to execute, starting to make blocks up front, quarterback starting to make plays, and they're starting to get into a rhythm on their offensive side, and they get the ball to start the second half, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to come down to adjustments at halftime. This is where, the first game of the season, both coaching staffs are going to get with, their sideline coaches and kind of make some adjustments, so we got to be prepared for anything at this point.
Yes, sir, and the Wildcats, of course, a lot of players getting their first varsity experience, but a lot of guys who are underclassmen that are already vets, because we had so many, underclassmen starting last year. Littlefield with a young team, and you kind of have to be proud of the way that we've executed tonight, given the fact that we've got so many young players, a quarterback that's never started a varsity game before. It's just there's some youth out there on the field for the Wildcats, and it seems like for the first game, we executed. It's there's been a few penalties, but nothing like just crazy out of the ordinary. We looked like we were ready to play tonight.
Yeah, and a lot of that has to do with that we're playing at home. So you just feel that added comfort of just being on your home stadium, and the end zone, how everything's going to feel. So that allowed us to settle in probably a little earlier than normal if we were on the road, just because you just haven't been on the road.
Yes, sir. Well, the Wildcats are up 14-7 here in this game, as the Marching Cats are getting ready to come out onto the field. For those of you watching, you'll be able to see. I don't have a field mic to bring the audio, but you'll be able to see the Marching Cats down there. And they're in full uniform and ready to go. Miss A, once again, the band director, and she's got a good group. I've been hearing them practice, and they sound really good, just like they always do. I know they've been putting in a lot of hard work, the Marching Cats. Another thing that's a little bit different this year, the helmet decals for the Wildcats.
Yep, 100 years of playing football in Littlefield. So I don't know if that's one of the reasons why they went to that decal, but there's definitely something that's been, down the pipeline that I'm sure they've been thinking about a few years out.
Yeah, the Wildcats have been playing football since 1922. Is that right? That's what your cap says.
Yeah, that's what it says.
1922 to 2022, the 100th year of Littlefield football. So the Wildcats lead this game here 14-7. Let's take a quick timeout, and we'll be back to take a look at some scores from around West Texas coming up right after these words. The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area. The Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Hey, this is Quentin, and for 2 years now I've been serving the people of Littlefield and surrounding areas. And with new inventory arriving daily, come out and see me to get into your new or pre-owned vehicle today at Littlefield Chevrolet Buick GMC. Go Wildcats.
Located on Highway 84 in Littlefield. Littlefield Chevrolet Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Visit www.littlefieldchevrolet.com.
This is Mike Reed, Superintendent of the Littlefield Independent School District. I join our board, administrators, faculty, and staff in proudly supporting each of our students in every activity. Everyone at the school district is very proud of our students, and we wish them continued success on the field and in the classroom. Here at LISD, we are committed to excellence, and our mission is to provide a quality education through shared responsibilities in a safe, supportive environment where all students are prepared to meet the challenges of a global society. Wildcat Magic. Be a part.
Over 100 years and still going strong, Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal, dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 10 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.com. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats varsity football here at the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan. Marching Cats have taken the field here at halftime. The Wildcats lead this game by a score of 14-7. And for week one, man, there's a lot of good games out there here in West Texas.
Tons.
I mean, like coaches stepped up when it came time to make the schedule.
Yeah, that nobody's obviously with, realignment and stuff like that and some district change, there's an opportunity to play some solid teams that may have moved up or moved down that you don't necessarily have to go to that 2A rank, big 2As to play them.
The Wildcats lead this game 14-7, but taking a look at some games of interest around West Texas, the very first game in the history of West Plains High School, the brand new high school up at Canyon. It's really in Amarillo, but it's in the Canyon ISD. Canyon West Plains Wolves open up their football history with
inaugural season.
Yeah, their inaugural season with the Bushland Falcons. And
whoa.
Yeah, Bushland is leading that game 28-0.
No surprise.
West Plains comes in, I think, as a 4A team.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're D1 or D2, but they opened up with Bushland, and they're losing that game. Right?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
The Wall Hawks are beating Eastland in the second quarter, 28-6. The Brock Eagles have stepped up in classification to play a top 5 4A team, and Texarkana Pleasant Grove, and they're tied 0-0 in the second quarter. Another big game here in West Texas, Abernathy versus Childress. And Abernathy's leading that game 7-0 late in the second quarter, and that's a potential playoff matchup down the road.
Wow.
Both of those two teams are 3A Division II. Of course, Abernathy now in our district. The Brownfield Cubs are leading the Post Antelopes tonight 14-6. It's Denver City over Borger 14-6. Also tonight, Dalhart trails Perryton by a score of 20-6. And if my app would refresh, I would give you some more scores.
It's a little tough.
We have Hereford trailing Amarillo Caprock tonight 20-0. We have Leveland getting clobbered by Plainview 21-0. The Bulldogs on top of the Lobos in the second quarter. Crosbyton leads Smyer 20-19 in the second quarter.
Tight game right there.
We have Tohoka over Plains 7-6 at the end of the first quarter. Floydada leads Rawls 21-6 in the second quarter. New Deal and Farwell in another one of those big games we're talking about. They're tied up 14-14. And I believe that's out in Farwell.
Yeah.
Vega is leading Bovina right now 18-6. Last night, Lubbock Coronado beat Friendship 20-14. And now that Cooper has stepped up in classification, and they're in there with Monterey and Coronado, and then you got Friendship, the only 6A team in the Lubbock area. There's a lot of, and they're all good right now. It's like Cooper, Friendship, Coronado, and Monterey are all good right now.
Yep.
A lot of good football being played at the higher classifications just down the road. So there's a few scores from around West Texas, and hopefully Dave Campbell's Texas football will make some upgrades to their app because we rely on that for our scores at halftime, and this thing is
not user-friendly,
not cooperative tonight. Not cooperative, but the score we care about, Littlefield leads this game by a score of 14-7 over the Muleshoe Mules here in the War on 84 as the Marching Cats finish up their halftime routine. The dads are out on the field getting ready to inflate the run-through tunnel as both teams are getting ready to come back out onto the field. Second year under Coach Thomas, I think that you can tell, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're starting to feel more comfortable. You can tell that they feel a lot more comfortable in the offense. Execution stuff, still some things we got to work on. And that's just due to the fact that it's the beginning of the season, and we'll work those kinks out. But there have been some flashes where we looked really well on the offensive side and the defensive side.
Yes, sir. Did you have something else?
Yes. So how does it feel to not have a son out there? It's been 3 years. It's a little different.
I will tell you this. Of course, my kid graduated last year, played 3 years of varsity. And I have been asked this question multiple times tonight, so you're not the first person to ask me.
Yeah.
Feels great, man. I'm relaxed.
Yeah.
I'm not uptight. I'm not emotional. I haven't slammed my headset down on the ground. I haven't,
You have never did that before. Never did that before.
I haven't.
Never.
I haven't been on the verge of getting fired from this job for cussing on the air. I mean, I'm relaxed, man. I'm having a good time. It's just been hard as a parent,
Yeah.
And the kid played 3 years, and it's been a long time since he wasn't out on the field on a Friday night. And for me, I was wondering how it was going to be, and honestly, it feels great.
Well, I mean, like you said, you're just not as tense. You actually could just sit back and watch the game, and you're not obviously you're invested naturally, but it's a little different when your kid's out there, I imagine.
A while back, a few months ago, I ran into Coach Brian Huseman, of course, longtime head coach, and he said that he still listens to us on Friday nights. And if he's listening tonight, shout out to Coach Huseman. But last time I saw him, he said, man, I listen to you every Friday night during football season. I said, I'm sorry, Coach. I said, I'll do a better job when my kid graduates. I'm looking forward to being able to do a good broadcast again because I'm not so wrapped up in what he was doing. So,
yeah,
it's, for me, it's good.
Yeah, no doubt.
We miss it, obviously. He's running around with all the has-beens right now. Of course, he starts classes at South Plains on Monday.
That's good.
So all the other has-beens that are hanging around the area, I saw them. They're all gathered up,
They're already part of the X's club.
Yep. And Coach Thomas told me, he said, man, one thing that I want is for those guys to always be a part of the program. And he said, tell Ryan after the game against Muleshoe, come see me in the field house. He said, I want all those guys to just be around. If they're in the area, I always want them to be a part of it. And I think, that was his first senior class as the head coach of Littlefield. And so, he just kind of has a place in his heart for those guys.
Yeah, no doubt. A soft spot for him.
And I know there's still a few of them that are going to Tech and South Plains and hanging around the area. So some of them are going into careers here in the area, right off the bat, going straight to work. And so, they're here, and hopefully they can come out and support these guys because half of this varsity football team were their teammates last year because we brought so many kids back.
No doubt.
All right, 14-7, Littlefield on top here. The bands have finished their routines. The teams are about to come out of the field house, and we'll have the second half kickoff. Muleshoe will be getting the ball. Let's take a timeout, and we'll be back with more Wildcats football right after this.
Wildcat Laundry in Littlefield is a proud supporter of Littlefield High School athletics and wants to wish the Wildcats good luck in tonight's game. Wildcat Laundry is a clean, full-service laundromat with quality coin-operated washers and dryers for all your needs. Comforters too big for your home washer? Bring them to the Wildcat Laundry. Need to take care of several loads in a short time? Come to Wildcat Laundry, located at 901 Hall Avenue in Littlefield. Wildcat Laundry says go Cats.
AAA Truck and Auto Parts, your local CarQuest dealer isn't all about some big corporation. It's locally owned by your neighbors who really care about you. John and Charla McBride and their staff are here to make sure you get the right part at the right price. In addition to quality CarQuest parts, AAA also provides expert vehicle repair, offering oil changes for less money than the out-of-town counterparts, and state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. There's no reason to go anywhere else for auto parts or auto repair. AAA Truck and Auto Parts, located north of Littlefield on Highway 385. CarQuest, great people, great products, great prices.
This is Dr. Cindy George with Lamb Healthcare Center and LHC Family Medicine. We are a physician-led team of healthcare professionals practicing here in Littlefield with one purpose: keeping you and your family healthy, from pediatrics to geriatrics and every moment in between. We are here for you. To learn more about all the services that your hometown hospital can provide, visit www.lambhc.org. We want to be your first choice for medical care.
Brown Flying Service at the Taylor Brown Municipal Airport in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game and encourages the community to get behind the maroon and white. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. That's crop dusting. They offer a wide array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Brown Flying Service, longtime supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats. Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats varsity football, the season opener here for 2022. It's the Wildcats hosting the Muleshoe Mules. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan. Olivia Sehi is your camera girl tonight. And she's back and forth. She helped us out in the first half, and now she's gone. She might come back. She, of course, her daughter Mia plays in the Marching Cat. She's a freshman now, and then of course her son Gabriel is on the varsity football team, number 6. So,
different role.
You were asking me about what's it like not having a kid down there.
Yeah.
Now she's trying to run the camera with a kid playing. So
yeah, it's a little different.
It's like sometimes you're not watching the play, you're watching your kid.
Hoping that they do something great and don't mess up.
So hopefully the Wildcats were able to recharge our batteries a little bit as we've started to look a little tired toward the end of the second half, or rather the second quarter. And we're back out onto the field ready to loosen up and getting ready for the second half of play. It's going to be a long season. Wildcats, first of 10 games, and, a new district.
Yeah.
I know we still have 4 games to play after this one before district starts, but, man, last year it was the toughest district in the state of Texas.
I believe so.
Yeah, and, with Roosevelt making it all the way to the state semifinals, and they were kind of the Cinderella team, but Idalou, perennial power, and they kind of had our number in the last several years. Abernathy, another powerhouse, has had our number the last several years. So teams that we've played in non-district are now in our district, and,
Well, and just think about when we play Idalou. Like that'd be like the first time in years, decades, that both offenses will be running something that they're not accustomed to running.
The similarities between Littlefield and Idalou are, there's a lot.
Yeah.
And the two programs kind of paralleled each other in success, but also they're both the Wildcats. But the main thing is the offense that we both ran for years.
Yeah.
After everybody started going to the spread in the late 90s, Littlefield and Idalou held on to tradition as far as their offenses were concerned, and keeping coaches down the line, hiring from within, and just keeping that tradition alive. And Littlefield last year kind of went outside to bring in Coach Thomas, and now we're running the shotgun spread. And Idalou this year has done the same thing. So no more I formation toss. They love that toss and that sweep and ran it perfectly for many years, and now we'll see what they have. But one thing we know they're going to have is athletes.
Yeah, and they're definitely going to have those kids buy in, and we got to give a lot of credit to. Obviously, not that I dislike Idalou, but they're just a team that obviously you just know there's going to be a tough game to play night in and night out.
Yeah, once we get to district play, and then 2 teams unknown to us, Stanton and Coahoma down south, and we don't have any kind of history with those 2.
Yeah, and then you got to factor in the travel. We go back-to-back.
We go down there both times this year.
Both times, back-to-back weeks. There's no pause where you're at home. So it's going to be a haul.
Yeah.
And it's going to be crucial that we, take care of business early, because if not, it could be a long 2 weeks.
Yeah, both of those teams are down on I-20. Stanton between Midland and Big Spring, and then Coahoma is just east of Big Spring there on I-20. So 2 teams that are unfamiliar to us. Long road trips. Next year they'll both have to come here, but this year 2 road trips back-to-back down south. And it's going to be a tough district, but Littlefield, you just got to take it one game at a time, and right now we're up 14-7 in the first game.
Yep, and obviously you won the first half. Now we got to go win the second half. the score you got to put in your mind is 0-0 and go win the second half, and then you come away with a W.
Yes, sir. So the Wildcats lead this game 14-7. We won the coin toss before the game. We elected to receive, so we will kick to Muleshoe to start the second half. Muleshoe will defend the north end zone. Littlefield will be kicking from right to left as we sit here on the home side. Kicking from the south 40 will be number 75, Angel Salazar. Littlefield Wildcats huddled up around Salazar, getting ready for the kickoff. Muleshoe with their kick return team out there.
All you ladies that participated in the cheer camp this summer, meet the cheerleaders down by the gate on the track and cheer with them in the third quarter.
So here we go. Wildcats kickoff team out on the field. Set and ready to go. Littlefield leads it 14-7 here to start the second half of play. Here's Salazar with a kick. High end over end. Comes down at about the 15. It's muffed. Ball is on the ground. It's loose.
It's going to be a scrum at the bottom.
There's a dog pile. They're fighting. I think Littlefield thinks they have it. Daniel Cianis fumbled the ball. He muffed it on the kickoff. And Littlefield gets it. And the Wildcats with another turnover, this time on special teams.
Just like that, Littlefield catches another break.
And that's the second fumble of the game for Cianis. He fumbled that ball that was recovered for a touchdown in the first quarter by Littlefield. And now Cianis fumbles on the kickoff. So here we go. Littlefield offense comes out onto the field. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line of the Mules. Green out of the shotgun. Empty backfield. Here's the snap. Drops back, looks to throw, fires on the screen, complete over the middle to Javen Jimenez down to the 15-yard line. That's a first down for the Cats on an 11 or 12-yard gain.
A lot of moving pieces right there, and they had Javen right by himself in the middle of the field.
Well-designed play for the Wildcats. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the 15-yard line, Littlefield recovers the fumble on the kickoff. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Jones hit in the backfield as he tries to come around. Yep. It was just a player that came in unblocked, number 3, Cisneros. Bones Cisneros.
I like it.
Yep.
I mean, you talk about a football name.
Bones came up to make the tackle, number 3 from Muleshoe. Second down and about 10 after no gain on the play. Littlefield needs to take advantage of that turnover and score on this drive. 14-7, Wildcats on top. You got to make them pay for those turnovers. And now Coach Thomas is going to call a timeout. 10:56 left in the third quarter of play. Littlefield on top, 14-7. We'll be back right after this.
Determination, got it from my dad. Got resilience from my mom. I'd say cotton growing is in our genes.
There's an art to growing Texas cotton, and FiberMax Cottonseed brings the science with advanced genetics for premium fiber quality and high yield potential.
Most profitable crop I've had. Made my folks proud.
Your art, our science. FiberMax. Learn how FiberMax varieties averaged $159 an acre more than the competition at FiberMax.com. Grow smart with BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats football. Here at the Littlefield Sports Network, I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan. On YouTube Live, we started on YouTube last year, the very first game, but it was kind of a rough deal, and we're going to try it again this year.
We have tried several different platforms.
Well, YouTube is just the most accessible. You don't, we've been on Facebook Live for a while. You don't have to have a membership or a, page to get on YouTube. Anybody can get on YouTube. So that's why I prefer to be there if we can do it, bandwidth-wise. So here's the snap after the timeout. Green fakes the handoff. Now he'll run. He gets to the corner. He's down to the 5. Dives for the pylon, but he's not in. They're going to say he was out at the 1, maybe the 2-yard line. Nice job on the keeper by Green. We're going to have a player hobbled coming off the field. That's Javen. So it'll be first down and goal to go for the Wildcats from the 2-yard line. Wildcats go out of the huddle. Come to the line of scrimmage. Two receivers on the right, one on the left. Tight end on the right. Here's the snap. Green keeps it. Going over the right side, walks into the end zone, and that's a Littlefield touchdown.
A very patient run right there by Chip Green, the sophomore. Kind of waited till the outside opened up, and he was able to just skate right in.
And Littlefield, there's a flag on the play.
Maybe a little extracurricular activity.
The officials are talking it over.
They're trying to decide if it was before the touchdown or after the touchdown. Or
they're going to go talk to the Muleshoe coach. So here we go. The penalty is going to be dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on Littlefield. So they're going to accept the penalty, but it was after if it's a dead ball, it was after the play, right?
Yeah.
So the 6 points should count. It's 20-7 right now. And now Coach Thomas, I think, I don't know if they're going to let Angel try the kick after the penalty is enforced, or they're going to put it on the kickoff.
Yeah, I think they're going to.
Yeah, so it'll be assessed on the kickoff. So the extra point try will be from the regular distance. Ball will be teed up on the 10-yard line. Chip Green, the holder. Angel Salazar, the kicker. Left-footed kicker. Hold is down. The kick is up. And it's through the uprights. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff, but Littlefield extends their lead. It's now 21-7 Wildcats with 10:43 left in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this. Eric Turpin at Clift Land Brokers here in Littlefield has many people looking for agriculture land to buy. If you have an interest in selling your farm, ranch, or commercial facility, give Eric a call and give him the opportunity to work with you. Clift Land Brokers is the largest ag brokerage company in the Panhandle. They serve an area from Seminole, Texas to central Kansas and can help you find an investment that works for you. Call Eric at 679-6206. That's 679-6206. Score a touchdown and open a checking account at First Federal Bank, Lamb County's hometown bank. No monthly maintenance fee, free bank statements, free checking account servicing, free online banking and bill pay, free mobile deposit, and free smiles when you bank with First Federal Bank in Littlefield. Remember to choose the Wildcat debit card, and by doing so, First Federal Bank will contribute a donation to LISD. We proudly support your Littlefield Wildcats. First Federal Bank Littlefield. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. Welcome back in. Here's a kickoff. Sionis muffs this one. He's running for his life. Littlefield tries to swarm him under as he tries to turn something into nothing and gets up to about the 27, 28-yard line. But number 21, Daniel Sionis, has had a hard time keeping his hands on the ball tonight.
I don't know. I'm surprised they haven't made the change, but I think after that, they may make that change.
Because he muffed the last kickoff, and Littlefield recovered it. This time he muffs it and is able to get it and then turn it into a bit of a return here. But, you know, because of the penalty on the unsportsmanlike after the Wildcats touchdown, we kicked from deep in our territory, and Muleshoe had a chance to get some really good field position there, but Littlefield again takes advantage of another Muleshoe mistake.
Catching the breaks this evening.
Mules with the ball out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off. Wildcats are there, but get a couple of broken tackles, and the running back breaks through. And I don't think that's Sionis. I think that's somebody else.
Who, at quarterback?
At running back. Was that number 21?
Yeah, number 21. It was.
5-yard gain on the play brings up second down and 5. Javen Jimenez, the middle linebacker on the tackle. So here we go, second down. Play comes in from the sideline for the Mules. They've got two receivers and a tight end on the left. Here's the handoff up the middle. Littlefield's there in the backfield. A great job breaking through was Major McNeese to get the tackle.
He read that perfectly.
Yeah, he just, from a safety position, just kind of shot the gap. Loses 2 yards. It's going to be third down and about 7. 21-7, Littlefield on top, 9.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. Player comes off for the Mules, and now they're going to have to burn a timeout. Muleshoe takes a timeout with 9:12 left in the third. Littlefield on top, 21-7. We'll be back right after this.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL Irrigation Systems dealer. Hydrostatically powered, TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here at West 11 Sports and Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan. Olivia Seha on the camera.
On the ones and twos.
So here we go. Third down coming up from Muleshoe after their timeout. They've got trips on the right side. Single receiver on the left. Quarterback is in the shotgun with a running back. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops straight back, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires down the sideline, and it is incomplete. Daniel Garcia on the coverage, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Great job once again by Daniel Garcia on the outside. Had man-to-man coverage, had a little help on the inside, but was able to break up that pass and force Muleshoe to punt the ball once again.
Last time they brought the punt team out, they faked it. We'll see what they do here. Hopefully they just punt.
Yeah, I think they're going to kind of read it.
Major McNeese and Javen Jimenez are back to return the punt, standing at our own 37-yard line. So they're going to snap it, and they'll punt it this time. Short, He shanked it. End over end off the side of his foot, goes out of bounds at the Muleshoe 43-yard line.
And just like that, Littlefield is in great field position.
That was about a 13-yard punt.
Yeah, no, not very good, but great for the Littlefield Wildcats.
So Littlefield gets the ball again, leading 21-7. Let's go score.
And that's just kind of, our approach is that we're trying to score as many, not trying to run the score up, but we're just trying to do what we need to do.
I want to run the score up.
Well,
but I'm not the play caller. So here we go, 1st and 10, Wildcats. Green takes the snap, gives it around the right side to Sam Hill, who fumbles the ball, but they're going to say he was down. And Coach Thomas is giving Mason Jones a little bit of a break.
Yeah, I think he probably needs it.
Yeah.
Especially, the first game of the season.
Yeah, get Sam Hill some carries, too. He hasn't played running back since YFL.
I mean, if Sam gets into the open field, he can run.
He's fast. Here's the snap. They're going to play action. Chip throws down the sideline. Has a man. It is
dropped.
Incomplete.
Oh, interception. Interception. He ripped it out of his hands as they went down to the turf.
It looked like Omar had the catch, and then they both went. I think they both had their hands
simultaneously.
On it. Yep, simultaneous catch there, and Muleshoe comes away with it.
Wow.
So the Wildcats turn it over.
And even the fans thought it was a big play everybody thought Omar had the ball.
Yeah, I thought he had it too. But the Muleshoe kid comes down with it, so it's Wildcats defense back out on the field now. 8:25 left in the third. Littlefield on top, 21-7. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Littlefield stuffs him after about a 2-yard gain. Getting up from the bottom of the pile for the Wildcats is number 9, Sam Hill. Number 72 in there, Adrian Garcia, the nose guard, has been winning that battle right there in the middle of the line.
No doubt.
2nd down and 8. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Tight end on the right. Here's the snap. Quarterback Martins throws down the sideline. Has a man. It is overthrown.
That was going to be a tight window with dealing with the defender and the sideline.
Omar Martinez was the defender out there for the Wildcats. So third down now, 3rd and 8 for the Mules here. Littlefield leads this game now 21-7. Great weather, great crowd, late August football, good night for some football. Got people lined up along the fence. I'd say this is a capacity crowd for the most part.
Oh, yeah.
There's some spots in there, but here's the snap. Quarterback throws to the sideline, has a man. It's incomplete, a little too high.
Yeah, try to get his toes down.
Yeah, good athletic effort there by the Muleshoe receiver, but he was unable to pull it down. So here comes the punt team once again as Muleshoe goes 3 and out after the interception. Unless they fake it.
So Littlefield's, catches a break right there with the defense coming up big after the turnover.
So here we go, 4th down. Punter is out on the field for the Mules. McNeese and Jimenez back to return the punt. Here's the punt. This time it's a little better, but
not
high
much.
End over end. Lands at the 42, takes a Muleshoe roll across midfield, and will be downed at the Littlefield 47-yard line. So the Wildcats will have the ball near midfield with a 2-touchdown lead, 21-7. 7.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Friday night football is back, baby.
They got some college games tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's official. Like,
I love the beginning of football season. It just has a feel to it, right?
Yeah, it just means that, everybody has the opportunity to make state, to go to state. Everybody has the opportunity to win the national championship.
Yep.
It's just
a lot of optimism in the air. Here's the Wildcats. Chip Green takes the handoff, gives it to Sam Hill up the middle. Sam across midfield. Nice carry and a good finish there as he gets to the Muleshoe 46.
And with those strides of Sam Hill, I mean, he 2 strides, he already has 5 yards. And
2nd down and 4, that was a 6-yard gain. Here's the snap. They go right back to Sam. Sam over the right side, powers his way across the 45 down to the 42 for the first down. 2 carries, and Sam Hill moves the sticks, giving Mason Jones a little break there at tailback. First and 10 for the Wildcats at the Muleshoe 42. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Green is going to keep it. Cuts it inside across the 40 down to about the 38. It's about a 4-yard gain. And right now, Coach Thomas just with a 2-touchdown lead trying to control the clock and keep moving the sticks.
Yeah, there's no need to necessarily go tempo right now. You have a good drive. Just trying to maximize and burn some clock and hopefully get into the end zone.
Yes, sir. Green out of the shotgun. Sam Hill, the running back. Here's the snap. Oh, they're going to blitz. He dumps it off on the screen, complete to Javen, but nowhere to go. And we're going to lose yards on the play. We lost about 3.
Yeah, that's a tough play. But great job right there by the sophomore. Look down the gun right down the barrel of the gun. Know that he's going to get popped and was able to get rid of it.
Yeah,
but the bubble screen just didn't develop the right way.
Yeah, it took a hard hit at the end of that play, and we've got a stoppage of play as an injury timeout. One of the Muleshoe players is down. One of their linemen. He's going to get up and make his way off the field. And it's number 78, Nick Reyes. They don't have height and weight on the Muleshoe roster, but that's a big one. Muleshoe, I think, definitely has a size advantage, but Coach Thomas is like, I'd rather have a quick guy on the line than a big guy on the line.
It makes sense. That's just how offenses, and obviously probably when we were growing up and playing high school ball and stuff, you wanted the biggest line, you wanted the hog maul, but now it's like, hey, we want some athletes.
Yes, sir. So here we go, 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats after the injury timeout. Green is going to change the play. 11 seconds on the play clock. Wildcats get set. Here's the snap. Green drops straight back, looks to throw, fires, looking for Javen, overthrown.
Threw it to his outside shoulder, needed to go probably to the inside, or Javen has to It just all depends where that play. It was supposed to be a fade or there's a little miscommunication on that route.
Javen had a step on his man, but it was just overthrown, and it looks like we're going to punt it away here.
We have a little difficulty out there. We don't have a punter out there, so.
Yeah. Well, Javen, after doing all that running, we was trying to take a break, and they're like, hey, man, you got to go punt. I think we're going to have to burn a timeout.
Yeah, we're going to have to. We're going to get close.
7 seconds. 5 seconds.
Well,
here's the snap. The punt is away. Good punt there by Jimenez, but it goes into the end zone.
And a great job right there by Javen. I'm sure he was winded, was able to get it off with 2 seconds remaining. And the bad part, now he has to go back on defense and play middle linebacker.
So the Wildcats fizzle out on that possession, still with a 21-7 lead. 5:22 left here in the third quarter. We've got a ton of football left to play. I don't think this is any time to take your foot off the pedal.
No.
You just kind of sometimes you get into that third quarter and teams tend to drop into a lull, you know?
Yeah.
It's a game of peaks and valleys. So the defense comes back out onto the field. We've created turnovers. We've had big tackles. We've had a good defensive night. We've got to continue to do that here.
Yeah, and I imagine both teams are a little winded. It's just a battle of the wheels.
So here we go, the snap. They're going to hand it off up the middle. Sionis, Littlefield, gang tackles. Brady Jones was in there.
Littlefield does have a player down.
Tyrell Norman was in there. We've got another injury timeout here. One of the Littlefield players is going to come off slowly.
Looks like number 50, Marquise.
So Marquise Roseman is going to come off of the field. Maybe hopefully just got his wind knocked out of him. But he's
just a little stinger or something.
Yeah, holding his arm, so we'll see. He's another two-way guy. 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback throws over the middle. Tipped and it's intercepted. Daniel Garcia tipped it in the air, and Major McNeese came down with it.
That's why the tip drill, I'm sure every secondary and pregame they practice tip drill, and great job by the senior tipping it to the sophomore.
And Daniel
safety.
Almost had the interception himself.
He broke on it beautifully.
And then it just pops out, and Major.
In the right place at the right time.
Yep. And that's the 2nd interception of the game for Major McNeese. And it'll be Littlefield ball, 1st and 10, going the other way at the Muleshoe 35-yard line. And our defense tonight has just been everywhere.
And that's what you need to do, definitely, to start the season off, because your defense has to come up big, because it's going to take a minute for your offense to kind of get their legs underneath them.
So here we go, Littlefield's offense back out on the field. Chip Green out of the shotgun. Mason Jones is back in at running back. Here's a quarterback keep going around the left side, has some room to the 30. That's going to be about a 5-yard gain. Chip Green on the keeper. Mason Jones was kind of the lead blocker out there on the edge. They're going to say his knee touched at the 31, so it's a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6. If you're just tuning in, the Littlefield defense has played lights out tonight. We lead the game 21-7. Green takes the snap, hands it off. Mason up the middle, across the 30 to about the 29. Positive gain there. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 4. A lot of big games around West Texas tonight. This is one of them. 3rd down, Wildcats. Here's the snap. They give to Jones. Jones around the right side trying to get to the corner. Cuts it up, and he does. Very close to the 1st down, but I don't think they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, it's going to be just shy of that 1st down marker.
It's going to be 4th and about a yard.
He tried to go north and south, but had to go a little bit to the side to try to catch that corner. Just wasn't able to get to it.
So Wildcats are going for it here. 4th down and 1.
And this comes down to the offensive line. Getting the push.
Ball is at the Muleshoe 26. Here we go. Chip Green out of the shotgun. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, and Coach Thomas is going to use his 2nd timeout of the game, or of the half rather. With 3:29 left in the 3rd quarter, Littlefield on top, 21-7. Big 4th down coming up We'll be right back.
This is Shauna Wagley Hastings with Hillcrest Funeral Home in Littlefield. Sam Billingsley and I have been proudly serving Littlefield and the surrounding communities for over 14 years. We offer pre-need, cremation, traditional, and contemporary funeral service arrangements. We can help you custom design a creative service that honors the life of your loved one in a way that uniquely memorializes their life. In addition, we can transfer any pre-arranged services you already have with another funeral home. Hillcrest is hometown, people you know and trust. Sam and I are always here to help in your time of need. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here at the Littlefield Sports Network.
Yay, yay.
Formerly West11sports.com. You can still go to West11sports.com.
It hasn't officially been shut down.
I just thought the Littlefield Sports Network sounded pretty cool.
Well, as long as you remember to say it the right way.
Well, the thing is not the problem. Well, the problem is I've been doing it a long time, saying West 11 Sports. But the reason is Littlefield's the only school that we're covering now, so might as well change it.
Yep.
4th and 1. Here's the snap. Green on the keeper. Gets the first down. Not much more. He needed a yard, and he got 2 down to the 24-yard line. So the Wildcats move the sticks, and the clock is rolling. Muleshoe has 2 timeouts. Littlefield has 1. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Wildcats on top here, 21-7. 1st and 10. Green takes the snap, hands it off. Over the left tackle, nowhere to go. No gain on the play for Mason Jones. And now Muleshoe's giving him the business down there on the bottom of the pile.
They just kind of sat on him.
Come on, guys, let him up. So 2nd down and 10 after no gain on the play. Play will come in from the sideline, but hasn't yet. So here we go. 2nd down and 10. Chip Green out of the shotgun, down to 8 seconds on the play clock. Here's the snap. Green flushed out. He's running. He's going to throw to the end zone, to the back of the end zone, in and out of the hands of Ian Mendez. A great throw on the run by Chip Green. Put it where only Mendez could get it, but Ian took it off the chest pad. Just went right through his hands and bounced off the chest.
Just a timing thing. Got to get them hands out there.
Well, he was covered.
Yeah.
But it was a perfectly thrown pass.
In the back of the end zone.
3rd and 10. Wildcats slowing down the tempo of the game now, trying to control the clock.
And this allows us to, catch our breaths, and like you mentioned before, it's a long game. So,
and now timeout called on the field. And that's our last one. Wildcats will use our last timeout of the game with 2:19 left in the third quarter. Up 21-7. We'll be back right after this. The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership, proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area. The Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Parenting is full of surprises.
You never know what to expect.
So after our son was born, I called my Texas Farm Bureau insurance agent to set up a life insurance policy in case something happened to me.
Sawyer is now 2.
And we'll soon have a sister. There's no one else I would trust with protecting my family.
Call 806-579-2489 or visit us at 615 XIT Drive in Littlefield to speak with an agent today.
Coverage and discounts are subject to qualifications and policy terms and may vary by situation.
Welcome back in after the timeout. Littlefield has the ball. 3rd down and 10. Chip Green out of the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back. A lot of pressure. Throws as far as he can, and it's intercepted. Going the other way, Muleshoe ball. I think Chip just tried to throw it away.
Yeah, and that's a little bit of a underclassman mistake. He had the right idea throwing it out, trying to get it. I think it was just a throwaway pass, but I think he just was too far on the hash mark and threw it across the field and allowed Muleshoe to get underneath it.
So the Wildcats defense comes back out onto the field. The team that has been getting it done tonight is our defense. 21-7, Littlefield on top. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Muleshoe with the ball. Out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off up the middle. Wildcats are there. And that's a great job breaking through by number 5, Tyrell Norman, to get the tackle for loss. Tyrell, one of the seniors on the team. That was a great play.
And he wasn't able to play last year due to an injury.
He had a broken arm last year.
Yep. Missed the whole season.
Second down and about 13 now. Shotgun. Martins, the sophomore, out of the quarterback for Muleshoe. Here's the snap. He's got time. Now he'll run. And he's going to be hit hard at about the 10-yard line, and that's going to be no gain on the play. And Javen Jimenez came in to finish him off. I think Sam Hill wrapped him up, and then Javen came in and just leveled him.
Yeah, and with that play, he's going to come out the game.
Yeah. I mean,
he's not a big kid, and I'm sure that's.
Well, Javen just unloaded on him.
Yeah.
So Curvin is going to come back in at quarterback, third down and 11. Here's the snap. He drops straight back, has pressure, throws, complete to Irvin Torres. Torres making moves, gets to the 21-yard line and close to the first down.
About 2 yards shy, 2-3 yards. Fourth down in decision time.
4th and 1.
I think there's definitely going to be, if they do decide to punt, it's going to be kind of a read it. They're going to kind of read and kind of see what we do. If there's an opening, I think they're going to try to run.
If I was Coach Thomas, I don't think I would put anybody back.
And that's what he has done. He moved the.
Yeah, there's no return man. I think if I were playing defense, I would defend it like a play.
Yeah,
and if he punts it, just let it die. But 4th and short. Here's the fake. He's going to run it. Gets the first down.
Yep.
That's all he got. I mean, he needed a yard, and that's what he got. But
barely.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of knew. You just had that feeling they weren't going to punt it.
Yeah, especially being down 2 touchdowns. The last few seconds, minutes left in the third quarter, you got to feel like they had to go.
So it's first down and 10 for Muleshoe at their own 23-yard line, or 24, not 23. So far, so good for the Wildcats, but our defense has held their own tonight. We lead it 21-7, headed to the fourth quarter. As the time expires in the third, we'll be back with more Littlefield football right after this.
Find new roads with a new Chevrolet from Littlefield Chevrolet. This is Kevin Campbell, and as you know, our name has changed, but much like the Littlefield Wildcats, the tradition continues. Be sure to stop by and see me for your next car, truck, or SUV. I look forward to seeing you soon, and as always, we are proudly supporting our youth in all their endeavors. Go Wildcats.
Located on Highway 84 in Littlefield. Littlefield Chevrolet, Buick, GMC. We are professional grade. Visit www.littlefieldchevrolet.com.
Attention commercial motor carriers in West Texas. Are you frustrated and confused by ever-changing DOT regulations? If so, call David McIntyre at McIntyre DOT Safety Consultants. They provide help with mock audits, new business setup, safety audits, compliance review, vehicle inspections, post-crash investigations, driver training services, and much more. Having retired with over 25 years with the Texas DPS, McIntyre DOT Safety Consultants can help you be safer and DOT compliant, which means less enforcement, less downtime, and more profit for your company. Call 325-234-1714 today.
Welcome back into Littlefield Wildcats football here at the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Keith Logan, Olivia Seha on the camera, and the Wildcats with the lead here 21-7 over Muleshoe. To start the fourth quarter of play, Muleshoe has the ball, 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line. So here we go. Littlefield's defense, who's played spectacular tonight, out on the field. Out of the shotgun, Muleshoe goes back to Curvin, number 7, the quarterback. He'll hand it off. Cianis gets to the 25. It's about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, and I'm very surprised that Muleshoe is just sticking to this, this ground game.
Yeah.
I mean, now I think they're hoping that they'll be able to break one, but, our defense has been able to muff them.
And they've got a star wide receiver. They just haven't gone to him much tonight. Here's the snap. Another handoff. Cianis coming around the near side, has a little room. Wildcats catch up to him, and a great tackle by number 5, Tyrell Norman. Caught him from behind and just rode him down to the ground. The 30-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and about 3. And Tyrell, I think, has been a little bit of a surprise playmaker because he was gone all summer.
Yeah, we didn't know exactly what he could do. And,
yeah.
He didn't
play last year. Here's the snap. Wildcats putting pressure. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he breaks through. He's off to the races down the far sideline. He's to the 40, to the 30. Nobody's going to get him. Oh, and they do.
Who's that?
They trip him up at the 10-yard line.
Jeremiah?
Was that Jeremiah Trevino that caught him?
Great
Jeremiah
job.
didn't give up on the play, and I thought he was gone.
That's a great play right there by the junior.
Jeremiah trips him up.
Because at any point he could have just gave up. And
so it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line from Muleshoe. Quarterback keeps over the right side. And he is brought down by a host of Wildcats. And getting up from the bottom of the pile for Littlefield. Is that Adrian Garcia, number 72, the nose guard?
Yep.
So here we go, 2nd down and goal from the 10. Here's the snap. Fumble, ball's loose. It's a Wildcats football and another turnover by the Littlefield defense. Is that 4 or 5?
I've lost count.
I have too. Littlefield has just created one turnover after another. What a great defensive night so far by the Wildcats. Man, it's like they've just come up big.
Let's just say all the breaks are lining.
And, I mean, Muleshoe, they're fumble happy. And Cianis, he wasn't the running back last year.
No.
So, this is his first game, at best I can tell, at running back for Muleshoe at the varsity level. And, man, he's put the ball on the ground a lot tonight. But it's our defense. It's knocking it out. I mean, they're not just giving it to us. So here we go. The handoff up the middle for the Wildcats. Mason Jones has a big gainer to the 30-yard line. Mason Jones found a crease and took it. 1st and 10, Wildcats. They're going to say that he was actually down at about the 27. So 1st and 10 at our own 27-yard line. Play comes in from the sideline here for the Wildcats. Chip Green, Mason Jones in the backfield. Here's the snap. They're going to run the toss to Jones coming to the near side. He breaks a tackle, gets it to the 31. Omar Martinez and Jeremiah Trevino are the 2 receivers on the right. Javen Jimenez and Ian Mendez are the 2 receivers on the left. Chip Green, the quarterback. Mason Jones, a running back. They're showing blitz. Here's the snap. A flag.
Free play, possibly?
Yeah, and Green's going to get sacked. Ball comes out, but it was offsides on Muleshoe. So the play won't count. Chip paid the price, though. And he's going to get an earful from Coach Thomas on the sideline. You got to protect yourself, man. And I don't know if he saw that it was a free play or not, but at that point, sometimes you just got to spike it.
Yeah, just take it, move on.
And he's learning.
I mean,
he's a sophomore.
It's a work in progress. I mean, obviously, he has had multiple years of reps, at the at junior high and then obviously at JV level, but it changes a little bit once you get to the high school level.
And he's a coach's kid too. I mean, he's football savvy. 2nd down and 1. Here's the snap. Green on the keeper. Has the 1st down. Gets it across the 40 to about the 42. So it'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats at our own 42-yard line. 21-7, Littlefield on top here. 8:41 left in the football game. Play comes in from the sideline. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. He hands it off. Mason up the middle. Fights to the 49-yard line. That's a good gain on first down. Gains about 6. That'll make it 2nd down and 4. Well, that's a 7-yard gain, 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, he kept his feet churning and was able to pick up some extra yards after initial contact.
So the Wildcats now just trying to use the clock if we can, up 21-7. We can score on this possession and burn up some time in the process. It could be the icing on the cake. So here we go, 2nd down. Here's the toss coming to Jones. Jones to the near side. Breaks a tackle at the 50 and ran out of bounds after he gets the first down. And a great job by Mason Jones, who put on a lot of muscle over the summer, and he broke that tackle there.
Yeah, and without losing speed, and that's the big thing. I think he kind of knew that he was either going to possibly be the quarterback or be the running back, and so he was able to dedicate himself to the gym. And
this is his senior year. 1st and 10 Littlefield, right at the 45-yard line of Muleshoe. 7:26 left in the game. Right side, down to the 35. That's a 10-yard gain, and that'll move the sticks.
Yeah, we got to give a lot of credit on these last few runs for the offensive line.
Welcome back. Well, say welcome back. I put my headset down. Nobody knew I was gone. 1st and 10. Wildcats with the football.
Hand off to Mason Jones. This time, Muleshoe's able to get in the backfield and drop him for a loss. So that was going to bring up 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, I think we have some connectivity issues here on our internet. So we apologize for any technical problems. If we run out of video stream for whatever reason, you can listen to the audio at west11sports.com or littlefieldsports.com. This video thing is still in its infancy as far as streaming high school sports. You were never able to do it until COVID, so working out some kinks. Here's the snap they give to Jones. He's hit in the backfield and brought down for a loss of 1. So all those yards that Mason got on the last few plays, he's going backwards on these last 2. Clock is rolling. Muleshoe still has 2 timeouts. Coaches using as much of the clock as they can. So here we go, 3rd down and about 13 for the Wildcats. Green out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. He's going to keep it. He flicks by Chip Green, and I don't know if that was a designed option
I don't
play.
think. 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Littlefield has the ball on the 21-yard line.
Here's the snap. They hand it off up the middle. Mason hit in the backfield.
Drop for a minimum gain, probably a no gainer right there. Let's bring up 2nd down and 10. Littlefield is trying to eat up some clock. Currently in a no rush. Still has 18 seconds remaining on the play clock. Chip Green at quarterback. Mason Jones. Chip keeps it, goes to the left side, picks up 1st down and a touchdown.
Chip Green with a rushing touchdown from 21 yards out.
That's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the evening. By far his biggest run of the season.
And the Wildcats now lead it by a score of 27-7.
And like you mentioned before, that may have been the icing on the cake. But Littlefield will have to still play some defense, come up with some stops, and possibly come away with their first win of the season.
Angel Salazar on to kick the extra point. Chip Green will hold. Kick is up. And it's good, and Littlefield leads it 28-7. 4:34 left in the game. We'll be back right after this.
This is Mike Reed, Superintendent of the Littlefield Independent School District. I join our board, administrators, faculty, and staff in proudly supporting each of our students in every activity. Everyone at the school district is very proud of our students, and we wish them continued success on the field and in the classroom. Here at LISD, we are committed to excellence, and our mission is to provide a quality education through shared responsibilities in a safe, supportive environment where all students are prepared to meet the challenges of a global society. Wildcat Magic. Be a part.
Over 100 years and still going strong, Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal, dedicated service.
The Wild